to be careful who I love, 'cause it might come back and hurt me even more. Stay out my path and out my way, I just can't find another way. Safe for me to close the door. My reflection is the open door, and it's only for me. Looking myself in the mirror, nothing seems the same no more. I can't paint a faded picture, but I don't know who you are. Every time that I'm with you, changes me again. I don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, only trust the person in the mirror. You got me talking about you to my mama, talking about you to my father. They can't even help each other, but I know they love each other. Probably couldn't face each other. I see them both in me. I don't know why I'm talking in the mirror, smiling but I'm frowning at the same time. I'm running out of time. I'm damn near lost my mind. Myself in the mirror, nothing seems the same no more. I can't paint a faded picture, but I don't know who you are. Every time that I'm with you, changes me again. Don't trust nobody, don't trust nobody, only trust the person in the mirror.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Behind the Mic, Raw and Uncut. I am Anton Scott, along with my partner.
And I'm Gloria Talley. Good to see good to talk to you, Anton. How you doing?
I'm doing all right. So tonight we're going to get into some find it funny, some things it's a little crazy. We're going to talk about Karens.
We all know them.
We all know 'em. We all got them in our, well, some of them got them in our families, friends. A lot of people, I got to understand, like, the word Karen and calling these women and men Karens is fairly a new thing, but it's been around for ages. Let's be honest, it's what got Emmett Till killed. Okay. So it is a serious situation because it can end somebody's life.
Yeah.
But we're going to get into some things today and we're just going to talk about it. So hope y'all ready.
Okay, so we're getting ready to look at a video right now about a Karen issue, and this is going to be interesting. So everybody, you got some popcorn, go ahead and get it out now. Okay, you ready? Here we go. Excuse me.
I'm your best bet is to lead him. No. Your best bet is to lead him. I am. You know what? Your best bet is to lead him. Your best bet is to lead him. Your best bet is to lead him. Tell me one more time before they again. I'm going to knock you out, bitch. And I told you, get out. Get the out. I'm telling you, y'all. Get out.
Wow.
Jesus Christ.
I am against violence. I'm for self-defense. The audacity, obviously.
I didn't want to play his part, but yeah. So what do you think about that one, Anton?
So listen, when you're okay, so I do security, okay, and I've actually been in this situation. When I ask you to leave, and I've given you chance to leave, and you put your body against me, and you choose to stand your ground. At that point, the gloves is off. Because whatever the situation was, you don't work there, you don't have no privilege, and you're being asked to leave. Now you're trespassing. So you was asked to leave and you didn't. So I guarantee it, as soon as she hit the ground and went through that window, now she's the victim. Now Right, like it instantly. Now you're the victim. Oh, okay.
There's no doubt. There's no doubt about that. I mean, but I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I get it. I understand it because at the end of the day, it's like, it sounds like she started off, quite polite and it was just like, I'm sorry, ma'am, you're gonna have to leave. And then it sort of escalated from there where she was just getting rude and kind of obnoxious with her and everything. And it
Now,
was
mind you, the clip jumped, so we don't know how long this was going on. So what in her mind, which mental health, let her think, you know what? I'm just going to stick around and nobody's going to do nothing to me. I'm untouchable until you get touched.
Well, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out. Like, what exactly makes one think that that's okay to go up into an establishment or whatever, and you basically are saying you're going to do as I say, no matter what, no matter how you feel as an employee. Okay, as a person walking into your establishment, a customer, the customer is under the impression you're going to do what I say.
So you've never heard the customer's always right?
I've heard that the customer's always right, but
and that is so wrong. That is so wrong.
But there is also an until. And this, no, I'm just kidding. But I understand customers are always right, but I'm sorry.
They're not. They're not. I've been in the service industry since I was 17, 18. And I have watched over and over and over again how, because they have this mindset that the customer is always right, that it doesn't matter what they do. So, when I started teaching the people that I was training to do security, this is your home. Protect your home. You don't let somebody come in and disrespect your house. There's certain things we'll deal with, but 9 times out of 10, you should be able to talk the person out the door until you get in this kind of situation. This entitlement, this I'm better than you. You're working here. I can come in here and do whatever I want. I'll buy and sell your black ass. Well, these situations happen. Now, this woman probably lost her job.
Which one? The worker, you mean?
Yes.
I bet you she didn't.
I'm willing to take that bet. I guarantee she lost her job.
You really think so?
Absolutely. Who do you think owned that store? A black guy or another?
You got a point. You got a very good point. We got a very good point there. Well,
at this point, she's a liability to him.
That's true.
Cost money for the window.
Yeah, you're right.
She's out of there.
Well, let me ask you something. When do you think it goes too far? I mean, when is it okay to finally take up and really defend yourself? I mean, the woman did get up against her. The woman actually touched her.
She did. And she told her, don't touch me again. That's even presented in the video.
That was the warning. So right. At the end of the day, when someone is pushing themselves up against you and they're invading your space, I understand that she could have potentially lost her job, but at the end of the day, why would she need to lose her job? I mean, I feel like she had every right to react a certain way. It's like at the end of the day, a person is not going to continue to allow someone to keep running up on them or bumping up against them and being rude and cursing them out and maybe even calling all kinds of. You're not just going to be that person that's going to be like, oh, okay.
That's the thing. Our grandparents feel like they had to take it. They had to sit in the back of the bus. They had to eat at black counters and drink from black water fountains.
They did then, but this is now.
Yeah, they're not taking that. We're not.
And that's the thing I'm looking at. It's like, okay, so when does enough become enough? When can you finally react? At the end of the day, if the lady did lose her job,
I guarantee you, the conversation that was had with her was, why don't you call the police? Why don't you have somebody else come and handle it? Not you handle it yourself. I guarantee it.
Even though even though that woman literally pushed herself up on her.
Walk away. I have seen it. It's happened to me. Listen. I have had to put my hands on people, and it was so. You couldn't have talked them out the door. Well, that's what I was trying to do, but they put their hands on me. So why don't you go to an officer? My whole job is to do security. My job is to keep the place safe. My job is to get the drunken, belligerent, on drugs person out of the building. Oh, I've had those conversations.
So
absolutely.
What if the person? Okay, because someone can get real derogatory. We're gonna be going through some more too, by the way. But what about people that I don't know spit in your face? You're just gonna just sit there and go, okay, let me go ahead and call the cops.
You gotta understand that's assault.
That's what I'm saying. Wouldn't it have been assault with her doing what she did? Isn't that considered an assault? Simple,
it depends.
But it's
honestly, it depends on the state and the laws of that state.
That's true. We don't know where that was located. We have no idea. But I just know that there's a stand your ground situation. And if you have anyone...
Okay, so Kentucky is a stand your ground state. If you feeling threatened and you end up smoking somebody, if you have proof that your life was in danger or somebody was approaching you, that's, hey.
Well, all I know is that I have to be honest. You spit in my face,
you get what you get.
I mean, I'm just going to have to forsake that job for a minute because at the end of the day, I can't handle that. Like, I wouldn't be able to handle that. Now, this right here,
I don't think there's no job anybody should stand up and let somebody bully you, belittle you, spit on you, pretty much treat you like a slave.
Right.
There's all money ain't good money, first and foremost. And especially, I don't know what that girl's making, but it couldn't be over $15. If she lost her job, go get another one.
I mean, you really don't have to list every job you get.
For real.
All right, let's see. Let's see if we can find another one. Hold on one second. Okay, Anton, there's another one that I was looking at. I'm gonna let everybody kind of see this.
If the Karen gets brutally punched in the face.
Yeah, this one, right?
The fourth one? Yeah.
The fourth one? Okay, hold on one second. Let's see. This one. Yes. So it says drunk Karen is getting kicked out of a restaurant. Karen tried to intervene, drunk Kevin's getting kicked out of a restaurant. Karen tries to intervene, but the guard's hands were rated E for everyone. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness.
Again, instant victim. That is two men. There was two men. Why would you get involved in that?
Isn't that crazy? That's crazy.
And then it looks like her man or her brother or whoever's standing in front of her. Why do women do that? Why do women get involved in men's shit? If two men are going at it, why?
Because for some reason I don't know, some women feel like they're supposed to take up for their man. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I got mouth. I have a lot of mouth. I ain't gonna sit there and lie. I got a lot of mouth, but
I hate to say this.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Chivalry is dead. Men will knock women the F out.
They will.
Out.
Not a game.
It's not. They're not playing no games. Ever since you can really track it back to when women started wanting equal rights, men have really taken it a step further. You know,
They're taking it serious. This is what the women want. That's what they're.
I
They're
mean, you
like,
know, listen, I can't. I get their studs. I get, you know, there's all kind of things going around in the world. I get it. I get there's transgender. I get there's studs. I get there's gay women. I get there's straight women. I get there's, you know, men that think they're women or want to be women or, you know, whatever. And that's fine. I don't have nothing against nobody. But a DNA born woman fighting a man, unless you're Ronda Rousey fighting somebody in the bar, what are you thinking? Like, these men are not playing no games,
well,
and not only would they knock you out, these niggas will shoot you.
Well, see, you just said it. You're in a bar, so that would mean that 9 times out of 10, everybody's been drinking, right?
Yeah.
So you already know how this all works. That alcohol get into you.
Liquid courage.
Yeah, that gives you that courage, exactly, that liquid courage. And so that's what makes you kind of react. It's like, even though you may not be able to do anything to anyone, the fact still remains you are reacting. And it's because of the alcohol, the content that is in your system. You already know.
Well, for every action, there's a reaction.
Yeah, there is. And the question is everybody willing to go through that? I personally am not. I'm not getting my face knocked out by some man or somebody. I'm not about to do that. I'm not going out like that.
I have watched women literally go up and instigate a fight with a man so much, and then when the man reacts and hit him, now the man's a punk. Now the man's a pussy.
Let's look at that. Let's look at something like that. Can you want to look at something like that? How women?
I mean, we can. It's getting away from the current situation, but okay. I mean, I'm just saying, like in this situation, this Karen decided, you know what? I see these two men fighting, and this one security guard, which is doing his job, is putting this man out. But, you know, privilege, again, is like, well, maybe he should stay. I'm going to get into it with this cop. He's not going to do nothing to me until I get punched in my fucking face. Mm-hmm. What? Mm-hmm. Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody has a plan until you're punched in your face.
And that's what I'm saying. You want it to become right. So somebody hits me in my face for absolutely no reason whatsoever, or they have an issue with me and they're going to take it to that level, you know.
You have to defend yourself.
I was going to say, I can't, I mean, it's something I wouldn't want to do. Lord knows I wouldn't want, and I would probably do everything I could not to get into that. However, you already know how this works. You keep on poking the bear, things will happen.
And I'm gonna tell you, like, you know, I sit here and I talk about men hitting women, and I don't agree with it, okay? Mm-hmm. At all. I don't. Mm-hmm. I know women personally that have trained in martial arts, that do security. I've worked with these women. I've seen them fight. Mm-hmm. I don't want to fight these women. Mm-hmm. If I ever had to, I know I would have to bring my A game. So at that point, before the situation escalated that far, I know I would have to leave. I would have to get away because.
But again, when you mix it, when you're mixing alcohol into this equation, your mind, I don't know about you. I remember the time where I lost myself. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not gonna sit here and lie. I lost, and all the woman did, and this is no kidding. Lord knows, you know, I didn't mean, well, I did at the time, but you already know. But what I'm saying is, the woman kept on mouthing. I mean, just constantly mouthing. You know, I'm sitting there. I had a little bit of drinking. You ain't gonna sit there and lie. But you know, I'm just, and then it was there was a leather jacket that was an expensive leather jacket that was on the chair. She takes the alcohol and pours it down by the jacket. So we're in a club, and you expect for me to be cool. I can't be cool now. I'm no longer cool because now you have destroyed my property. Now I'm no longer cool. Okay.
Right.
And when
Right.
I jump up and I'm trying to figure out what the world is going on, I'm not going to lie. One of your guys came up from behind me and literally lifted me up and literally walked me on out of the club. Okay. But guess what, though? She didn't leave. She didn't have to go.
See that? Okay. So again, I don't know if this was a privileged person or not, but it's like
I don't care
I've
if
had
she's
to,
privileged or not. I'm sorry. Excuse me. Go ahead.
right. I understand. Me neither, because I've had to deal with that situation too. Well, I'm friends with the owner of the club, so it doesn't matter what I do. Put that person out. But I watched you start it. And then I go to put him out. Well, no, they can stay. Tell them to go, and I'm gonna take him over here. He'll be okay the rest of the night. That.
It was crazy. I didn't put my hands on her. Like, I really didn't. I was just arguing with the woman about doing what she did. And the next thing I know, somebody came up from behind me and literally lifted me up. Now, mind everybody, I just want to make this very clear. This is the disclaimer. I was no more than about 19 years old. I didn't, I'm just.
What about 4'3"?
Really? Anton, I'm tall. Everybody, I'm tall. All 5.2 of me is tall. No, but no, I'm just saying, he lifted me. It was a tall guy too. He lifted me and literally took me right on out. And the lady stayed, and I could not understand that for nothing in the world. I never went back there. Actually, I was banned.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Let's get into another clip.
Okay, hold on. Let's see what we got. Here's one. Wait a minute. This one. No, we did that one. Hold on.
Just kick the car.
Ooh, no, you don't, baby.
Oh.
No, honey. No.
So much. You cannot do that.
This party is illegal.
It is not.
It's illegal in
I'm having
Saratoga.
friends over. And you're kicking my door.
That's
crazy.
Oh.
I'm going to sue you for the damages there, too.
When a person gets, this age, and they are still carrying in such an aggressive way, I must submit there is no hope. There is no intervention.
We're going to stop it right there because he's absolutely right. So what do you think about that? Someone comes up, you're having a little function.
I'm going to tell you this. Had it been my grandmother, and she'd have been out there and she'd have done that, they'd have killed her dead in the streets. That's crazy.
You got to have a lot of nerve. Like, you got to be of no fear to be able to take waltz yours. She looked to be about a good 65, 70 years old to waltz yourself over to someone's house.
She had already kicked the car. That's what they said at the beginning of the video. She kicked the car.
Right. And
walked over there, kicked this doorbell, and then punched this window shade thing out. Come on, man. Now, if somebody had to put their hands on her, which it wouldn't have took but a quick wind of a slap,
it would
have been broke.
A good push would have been done. It would have been over.
She'd have broke a hip and everything. And then they'd have went to prison.
Yeah, they would have gone to prison, but then they would have to take care of her broken hip bill and that sort of thing too.
Funeral or whatever. Because if somebody had a swung on her or done anything to her and she'd have hit the ground.
She could have hit her head. Anything could have happened.
Anything.
But she took that chance. She took the chance. And so And who she ran up on, it might have been the best thing for her, because had she ran up on a lot of other folk, it wouldn't have ended this way. And I know it wouldn't have ended it.
Right.
You know, so I don't know. I don't know. But I think too, you know, you got some folk that get of a certain age, and I get it. I mean, hell, I'm getting up to a certain age too, but I mean, they get up to a certain age and they feel like they are entitled, that they are allowed because of their age, they can react this way, or they can act, you know what I'm saying? They can act this way. But that doesn't give you any excuse. It's like, just because of your age doesn't mean that somebody out there is going to continue to respect your age. Because at the end of the day, many people out here that will, off the cuff, the kicking of the car would have been
enough. Yep.
It would have been enough. So I don't know. Bless her heart.
Especially these young kids. These young kids is out here killing people over nothing. Over absolutely nothing.
That's exactly right. That's exactly right. But that right there, I'm just going to say, thank God it was in her neighborhood, because
had that have been anywhere else, it
wouldn't have worked.
No.
It wouldn't have worked. Bless her heart. Let's see what else we got. Hold on. Let's see.
This possessed Karen.
Yeah, this is going to be good. I can feel it in my spirit. Okay, here we go.
Ran up on the man recording and instantly started getting physical. She started accusing him of being cruel to a dog while assaulting him.
I'm telling you, get out of my way.
The doggy seemed physically fine.
The dog?
Possessed Karen kept accusing them of being cruel and called the police, but she never specified who was cruel or what she saw.
Have you seen him?
The man asked who she is,
What is your name? Who are you?
but she used the classic Karen Uno reverse card.
Who are you?
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 I'm asking you.
Who are you?
Then the man asked if she's married.
Are you married?
What's that got to do with you?
I'm just wondering what bloody man's putting up with this. Oh my goodness.
Which seemed to be this Karen's weakness,
Got it on camera.
because it made her decide to leave. She even tried making a false accusation on her way out.
Are you married?
Are you sexually harassing me?
Life's there. I'm not sexually harassing you.
Whose side are you on here?
This lady.
This possessed Karen ran up on the man recording and instantly.
Wow.
So, did you see the demon in her face?
Did you see it?
She has a demon attached to her. That's insane. That's insane.
Did you see her face?
Yeah.
And then did you see the poor little doggy?
The dog just looked at her like she was crazy.
He was like, what the hell is going on here? Like, what just happened? I don't know. And dude ended up asking her, are you married? I would have asked the same question, like, because I don't understand how your husband could put up with any mess like this. Any mess like this. This says that she was possessed. Oh my God. Lord have mercy. But well, have you seen the ones that have you seen the Karens that come up, Anton? And they pretend to be hurt?
Yeah. Instant victims? Yeah.
I've seen that too. You want to see it? Let's see it. Hold on. What is it? What do you say? Instant karma. Is it karma or victims? That's it. Victims. Hold on.
Look at all that. God bless.
Look at there. Oh, that look who's number one.
Top 200 best current. Oh God.
That's a lot.
That's a lot.
All right. Yeah. You want to look at them like that, or you want to look at them one by one?
It doesn't matter.
Here's one.
This Karen started rudely complaining to a bartender in an airport because her flight was delayed.
Get me out of this.
Then she got upset because people nearby laughed at her. So she got real tough and started making threats. So the bartender called the police on her. Airport police arrived and began questioning the woman, and she got frustrated with them. She refused to calm down. So the police placed her under arrest. So she started screaming and crying like a baby. She acted real tough before she was arrested. Looks like she wasn't so tough after all. Everyone on her flight got lucky Karen was going to miss her flight.
I laugh, but it's really not funny. Like, who raised you to be this way? Why? What makes you think you can go in an international airport?
In the airport.
And act like it's like, what?
You only got police officers, security personnel. You got
PSA,
Homeland Security. You got all those lovely people, but you want to go up and act a fool. Okay, she got a little tipsy, and that's what took her out. That's what did it.
No, I cannot. I hate when people. Well, I was drunk. Well, I was high.
She was drunk. Anton,
I don't give a damn. What do they say? A drunk person's words is a sober person's thoughts.
A man's truth. Yep.
So that's really you.
Yeah.
Because the alcohol lowers your inhibition.
And you act out the way you really, really want to act out.
Facts. You
know what I'm saying? And it's like, but I mean, I love the fact that they wrestled her basically to the ground, because at the end of the day, she had the nerve to be slamming on the tables and carrying on hollering. No, they didn't know what was going to happen.
That's crazy, because I know people, you can't just tell everybody, I'll kill you where you stand, because they're going to make you stand on that. Like that was a legit threat.
That was a threat. Now
I did not know you. I don't know who you are, where you came from, what you got on you. I will smoke you right now without saying a word and walk away. You just threatened my life.
Yeah. You
don't know what that person's PTSD is.
You have no idea what you're doing. You could potentially be triggering the daylights out of someone. You don't even know if how do you know they didn't come back? This is a post-war situation. You don't.
Right. And they're on their way home. Like, these people are not thinking.
Because if it was someone who was in the military, and let's say they had a really difficult time while in the military, and let's say that she came out, she was acting like this. I don't think it's going to end that way. I don't think it's going to end where the police are going to come and get her. I think it ends where the police is going to come and get them. And I have to be honest with you. You know what I'm saying? She brought the mess on herself. How can you be so entitled? And there's a lot of that going on. Like, I mean, I know we want to look at some films, but at the same time, like, there's a lot of people that I have noticed that have become ridiculously entitled. I mean, it's like, it's either their way or no way.
I'm going to tell you what bothers me, okay? As we watch these Karen videos, and we're talking about Karens, I am watching more of our people become entitled, become Karens. Like, you don't know the struggle we done went through. How do you fix your mouth to say some of the things you say, act the way you act? Kids are entitled.
Young people, they are very entitled. Yeah.
When I was being raised, it was stay out of grown folks' conversation. It was stay in a child's place.
Stay in a child's place. Well, see, now remember, when we were growing up, you were not allowed to necessarily associate with the adults. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you were a child, you had to remain in a child's place. You had to go play with your toys or go outside and play with the kids or something like that.
Yes, when adults is talking, you are not allowed to stay in the room.
Exactly.
Now
Nowadays,
these kids is all in the room, all in the conversation. Well, what do you think, little Jimmy? I don't give a fuck what little Jimmy thinks. Get him the fuck away from me. Because at the end of the day, you're not paying no bills. You're not doing your chores in the house. I don't understand why these parents feel like their kids have any opinion to do with anything.
That's because sometimes those kids be ruling their parents.
That's the thing. My mom raised me and my sister by herself. My grandfather, before he passed, gave me pretty much a tutorial on how to be a man. I am, as a father, I am a parent. I am not your friend. I'm not. Where'd you go, Glow?
I don't know.
Okay, there you go.
All I did was do this and I disappeared.
You know, it's amazing. I was born in the 70s to watch the way the world has turned in the 40 years plus that I've been here.
It's definitely changed.
The more they change, the more they stay the same. We're talking about Karens, and like I said at the beginning, a Karen got Emmett Till killed. And all she said was he looked at her. The things they did to that little boy, it's beyond me.
It's beyond comprehension.
They put Bill Cosby in jail for giving women pills and doing what they said he did. This woman was pretty much the same age and came out and said she lied.
She did that before she died.
She did that before she died. So if that's the case, why didn't they throw her in jail?
Because she was probably, I don't know, because Bill Cosby too was very sick.
Bill Cosby can't see.
So they put him in jail regardless, But this woman right here, I mean, I remembered seeing her having the conversation about where she admitted that she had lied, but she was like literally on her last. I mean, she was in her last days, and I don't know if that had anything to do with it or not, because I just feel like if it had happened to other folk, it wouldn't have ended the same way. It wouldn't have been that way. We would have gone to jail regardless. You're going to go to jail regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I'd have been out of here.
But the thing of it is, that's also like you basically helped commit an unalive event. You really helped commit that. You know what I'm saying? But the fact that they're going to allow you to statutes of limitation, I didn't know that they ran out on that. Whoa, where'd you go? Like, whoa, no. You know what I'm saying? We both having issues. Yeah. But I mean, at the same time, I'm sitting there going like, he was all, I mean, yeah.
There are a lot of things that are off, and we all know why. We live under different rules from privileged people. Michael Vick went to jail for owning a house where dog fighting was. Didn't kill a dog, wasn't involved in it. His name was on the house. The man went to prison.
Yeah.
Prison.
He stayed.
Colin Kaepernick got fired. 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
Years. Colin Kaepernick took a knee because he didn't agree with what was going on and has not worked since.
Nope. In other words, what we're truly understanding is that if you take a stand on your beliefs, it's going to cause trouble for you. And it's crazy because, I mean, I'm not trying to get into like issue regarding
race.
pretty much.
Mhm.
But if you think about it, if you really look at it, you see it.
I'm gonna say this.
Clear as day.
I have white friends.
Mm-hmm.
Some I would call my brothers.
Mm-hmm.
Some I have been in the trenches with. Some I have literally gone to war with.
Mm-hmm.
And I can call them right now, and I know they'll come. Okay. I love them dearly. Let me say that. But at the end of the day, they don't know what I live. They don't know what I go through. They don't know that every time I step out of this door, being a 6'4", 400-some pound black guy, that I fear for my life.
Mm.
That every time a police light comes on and it's behind a car I'm in or a truck I'm in, and we just so happen to get pulled over, and they pull me out of the car, they see how big I am, and they put me back in the car, and then all of a sudden 10 or 11 cops show up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So now in my mind, is this the day I die? Like, what? I didn't do nothing.
Yeah.
I could be a passenger.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm 44 years old. I don't have no felonies. I went to one of the best.
But you're gonna, sometimes you treat it as if you had one.
Oh, every time.
Mm-hmm.
Every time.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's amazing. Every time I go to the airport,
Mm-hmm.
I'm red flagged. I'm pulled to the side. I'm body searched. Again, I'm 44 without a felony. Why am I going through this?
What made them question? Here we go. Let's just get down to the real talk about it. What exactly made anyone feel like they needed to do all that? What was it they saw in you, Anton, that made them think that, oh, okay, we got to do this now. We got to act this way. We got to make it. I mean,
if I could answer that question, I could fix the world.
only if they wanted the world to change.
Only. We're talking about Karens and stuff, and I know male Karens. Kevins.
What do they call? They call Kens and Kevins, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. 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 They're
to me, they're beta males.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
You do a lot of huffing and puffing until somebody blows your fucking house down. Now you're again a victim. I've watched them run off at the mouth until somebody smacks them in the mouth. Then I was just playing. What? No, you wasn't. Everybody around knows you wasn't playing. But now, when the police show up, I don't know what happened, Mr. Ossifer.
I don't know what happened. I didn't do anything. They did it.
Right.
They did it. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Man up.
Mm-hmm.
It's amazing.
There's a lot of that. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find a male Karen. Let's see what we can come up with. Because hold on.
Look.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you started typing, it popped up. Boy, Lord.
Which one? Male Karen gets arrested at police station. Blue hair Karen leaves the police. Okay.
Now, here's a charming young lady who was protesting a Ron DeSantis event. Watch her throw a punch, happens right at the start, chase the guy while shouting abuse, and then ask the cops to arrest him.
So you recently you announced your economic independence plan. Meanwhile, we see what Biden continues to do. He's talking about economics. So give us a glimpse of how contrast, I don't know why down on that, but talk about the contrast and what you would do to address Bidenomics.
On day one, we take all Biden regulations and executive orders and throw them in the trash can. Bidenomics is basically...
Oh, she wasn't done yet. Then she decided to find her inner bluehead Karen with the officer, filming him and wanting to know his name so she could lodge a complaint.
That is unacceptable. You have to have an economy where people work hard, play by the rules, stick to most of their God-given ability, raise a family, buy a home, afford a car, do all those things. If the economy doesn't work for those middle-class families,
I got a question, Anton.
Okay.
I've seen that more than enough times where they were clearly in the wrong.
Now they want his name to file a complaint on him.
His name and badge number. Like, what is that going to do? How does that help? She's clearly in the wrong, honey. Once again, it wouldn't have gone down that way if I had done something like that.
Absolutely not.
It wouldn't have gone down that way. I mean, ultimately, she was arrested. But do you really think anybody's going to take all that time to try to explain stuff to me and carrying on? I'm in the man's face. I'm in the police officer's face. I'm looking like I'm getting ready to do something.
Right.
And you're saying, don't touch me. Okay. All right. I don't feel like that would have happened with me.
No. You'd have been slammed to the ground so fast and handcuffed.
I mean, I could be wrong. Hey, you never know. But I'm just saying.
Wrong in what multiple universe would you be wrong about that?
I could say I could be wrong. But at the end of the day, I feel like if I had reacted the way that she was reacting, it would have been a mess. It would have been a complete mess. And I tried to find, let's see, hold on. Because I know we got one in here. Male Karen gets arrested. Here we go.
What's up, everybody? In today's video, we have a male Karen frauditor that was going to the police station, even though he was trespassed. He was asking for complaint forms like a typical Karen, and then he got arrested. With that being said, enjoy the video.
The same question. And I suspect he's not going to want to give me the name because I want to file a complaint to the guy that was on the phone. Because it's not the first time. The first time I called, I let it go, and they were just kind of rude, short,
and they
just kind of like it just felt like a gross conversation.
Who you are, and let's say I came over and wanted some information, and what happened?
Yeah.
And then maybe that's an opportunity for them to educate this.
Yeah.
Because people think you can't record me and I'm in public. Yeah, you can, because this camera. Look, this camera right there.
Well, it's just like I told the lady. She was looking at me funny. I said, "Don't worry, I'm not taping you directly." She's like, I said, "But you're being recorded right now too, all right, by them."
And you know all the
and
cops,
because I'm allowed to do that.
They wear a camera all the time.
Do they now?
Yeah, all the Lewiston cops and Auburn does now too, like 3 years ago.
How come I didn't see
all
it?
of them? Because it looks. This camera looks like that. Now you're seeing like you'd see.
Oh, they got little ones.
It's like tucked in there.
Sorry.
Look at the fisheye lens and their on their uniform.
So I can fool
that
you
way it
that
doesn't
too.
get knocked down.
I can fool you that too.
You can.
All right. No, I'm going to be following everything. But see, the cops, I want it in writing. I want the trespass in writing.
Well, that's you're going to have to talk to the watcher.
Well, that's what I'm working on, and apparently, they're taking the time. But I'm calling the guy back in from the field.
Yeah, well, that's probably what
I can't remember his name offhand, but
no offense, but if there's a cop on a car accident or domestic, that's
going
to take precedence over.
See, dude, I'm not an unreasonable guy. Yeah. I get notice from Lewiston Housing Authority.
I'm gonna put
and
this
I'm sleeping at the Kennebunk Rest area.
This looks like this is gonna be a long video, but
it's like 8 minutes and 20 seconds. Like, first and foremost, he's getting bad advice. Apparently you've already been put out. Just leave.
That's all you got to do. Doesn't take a whole lot. But some people have to be right no matter what, Anton. That's the problem with everybody. Not everybody, but most people. Those people that are like that, they feel like they have to be right no matter what. So they're going to keep on poking and poking until they can either get you to agree with them or until you walk away. Seriously.
My thing is, you poke the bull enough, you'll get the horns.
I agree. But the thing of it is, though, I think that when people are like that, when they get to that point where they have absolutely no self-control, they don't even think about anything like that. They don't think about anything. They don't think about the dangers of what they're doing. They don't think about the fact that they're putting themselves in a position where they could eventually get hurt or unalived. You know what I'm saying? They don't, it's like their minds just go a mile a minute. They don't think about the repercussions of anything that they're saying. Their anger gets the complete best of them, and then you're going to disrespect the individuals. Then you're not even going to let the people talk. You've ever noticed that those Karens will not let you talk?
Yeah.
That's what gets you more irritated than anything. You know what I'm saying? First of all, you're imposing on my peace, basically, and you're becoming threatening toward me. You're becoming, because once you get loud, that to me is considered a threat.
Yeah.
Okay, because I don't know what's coming next.
Right.
Now I gotta watch you. I got to watch every move that you make. Then all of a sudden you're going to step to me, and now that you step to me, what? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't know. But anyway, this is kind of short and sweet, but I definitely am glad that we got a chance to do this, and maybe we can come back at some point and do it again.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm actually interested in hearing what others have to say.
Okay.
I really am very interested in hearing. I mean, I know we got our thoughts, but I'm also interested in what others have to say about it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
so what do we have coming up, Anton? I know that we've got something pretty special kind of getting ready to start up. Music.
I know we have a few more episodes. There's one particular that's coming up that I'm excited about, and hopefully we'll have some other people on here with us to talk about it. We also have another show that's about to start, and we're going to be talking to music artists, and I hope y'all ready for that. We got some giveaways coming, and through the end of the year, the beginning of 2024, GT Management is about to hit y'all with a lot of things. There's so much going on that I really want to talk about, but I've stopped myself from making posts about.
Look, I'll be the first one to go, look, no, let me stop.
Right. I'm just excited for where everything is headed. Thank y'all for tuning in for the second show. It's only up from here. Like I said, the emails is in the back. Contact us. If y'all want to be on the show, y'all want to talk with us, y'all want to vibe out with us, you're more than welcome. Music artists, I hope y'all ready.
You got to be. Come on, y'all.
Right.
Come on, y'all.
If y'all not serious about your craft, we are not the two to contact. If you want to just sit on your ass and you get all the talent in the world, there's nothing I can do for you. But if you are really, really about your craft, I don't care how old you are. I don't care what you look like. If you have the voice, you have the talent, you have the rhymes, you have the fire to go after your dreams, I will fight and help you. We both will. So get ready.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about that too. I am. The giveaway, I think, is going to be the caveat to everything. And I'm really excited. But it's the fact that it's given an opportunity for artists to get their music out there. Cool piece right now, everybody, because we are still deciding. But right now, if you would like to get your music on here and you would like to even sit down with me and Anton and laugh and joke and shoot the you know what and talk about music and talk about yourselves, and then we also going to be talking about social events that we are very interested in hearing what the artist has to say. So that's pretty cool too. The other thing, yeah. So I think, so if you have videos, please send them to us under an MP4 format so we can make sure that we can play the videos online. My email, I'll give that to you, and then Anton, he can give you his email. Mine is gtmgt2004@gmail.com. Again, that's gtmgt2004@gmail.com.
And mine is gtmgt2023@gmail.com. Again, that is gtmgt2023@gmail.com.
So and then we've got you already said this, but I gotta reiterate. So we got a really good one coming up. Real good. Ooh, it's gonna get into your brain. You all are gonna be thinking, you're gonna be asking yourself questions, because it's time to open our eyes.
It's time to wake up.
So we are looking forward to it. That's a good name. But we are looking forward to it. I am excited. I really am about that particular one. I don't know. We don't know when we're going to do it, but it's going to be real soon. Like, real soon. Okay. Anton, you got anything else you want to talk about? Got anything else coming up that we need to know about?
Peace and love. And, just want to plead the blood of Jesus over everybody. I love y'all. Be safe. Be kind.
Please be kind. Please be kind. Because that is the only way. That is the only way. So if you sit up there and you're being rude to people, it's all going to continue. The violence and everything that we've all been seeing, it's all going to continue. But
karma's real. Karma is real. What you put out into the earth, you will definitely get back. Yeah. If you put out, you want to live by the gun, you're going to die by the gun. If you're going to live by the lie, you're going to die by the lie. It's real.
It's written, and it's great. I cannot. Here we are. We're about to go into a whole new conversation, but we're gonna hold that. But I will say this much: I've seen it. I have seen karma. Not, for myself too. I'm not gonna sit there and lie, but I've seen karma when people are rude and hateful toward one another, or either they're so in love with certain things, certain parts of their lives that are actually detrimental to their lives.
Right.
But at the end of the day, that's usually what they go away from here.
Right.
But with that said, that's giving you all something to think about. So with that said, I'm Gloria Talley, and this is
Anton Scott.
Wrong way. There we go. I don't know. But anyway, y'all get it, okay? So we look forward to talking to you all, and you all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I looked a little weird just now, didn't I? Okay. You all have a wonderful rest of your day, okay? Goodbye, Anton.
Goodbye, Glow.
Okay. Bye-bye.
Bye.